Thanks to Barack.
Now let's talk about cinema. Let's remind us about the first episode, which was, we can say it, the beginning of the best trilogy of the cinema history.
Remember, in 2009, Guy Ritchie, who had said, I quote, "fuck off Hollywood," comes back from nowhere with Sherlock Holmes, the punch of the year.
This movie was inspired of a comic book by Lionel Rigram, which reinvent the original adventures and character of Sherlock Holmes. Moreover, Lionel Rigram was the producer of the second episode.
The main character, Sherlock Holmes, was acted by Robert Downey Jr. But by the success of Iron Man, he got the job easily. And now for your biggest pleasure, we had the best interview of Robert.
Hi Robert!
Yeah.
What did you do to dive yourself into the role of Sherlock Holmes?
Oh, okay. So you're asking me about my inspiration for the Sherlock Holmes character? Well, I have read some of Doyle's books, which are plenty of inspiration, you know. Many other actors already built their own Sherlock Holmes characters from his descriptions. There was, of course, the one I think to be the first one in 1924, but to my mind, the best of them until now maybe was Michael Caine's performance under Thorne Eberhard's direction. Maybe you also heard about the series created by Stephen Moffat and Mark Gatiss in 2010. I think Benedict Cumberbatch is pretty good in this one.
Do you consider this movie as a superhero movie?
Of course, obviously. You know, I don't see myself as a good actor really because, you know, I've never been taught acting. I've learned everything myself from scratch. I'm not that good at interpreting every kind of emotion, but if there is one thing I'm good at, it's being a hero, which is the very thing I do in this movie.
What were your relationships with Jude Law?
Respect, I think, mainly.
Wow, really interesting. He's a fucking genius. So let's keep going. But Sherlock Holmes couldn't be Sherlock Holmes without his acolyte Dr. Watson, starred by Jude Law. He comes on set with Rachel McAdams in the role of Irene Adler. Welcome them gently. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
To begin with Jude Law, how many Sherlock's books have you read before playing the role?
I did nothing. I'd seen a couple of TV shows over here when I was a kid, but the joy for me was going back to the books and learning as it evolved.
Were you the first one when they offered you the job?
I think so. At least the directors told me that. I don't know if it was on purpose to get me easier into the movie.
I'm a big fan of yours. You know it. But was it an easy shooting?
Well, the set took place in London because of Guy Ritchie wishes, who wanted to keep the British atmosphere of the books. So we stood for 3 months under the rain, the British wind and the cold, as you know it.
Were your relationships easy with Robert Downey Jr. and Jude Law for 3 months?
It always has been cool between the three of us,
Yeah.
but it was at least funnier at the end because we began to really appreciate each other.
Yeah.
Well, and I have to say that when Kylie Riley went on set for 1 month, she brought a kind of a feminine touch. You noticed it, aren't you? And it was really cool.
Guys, were your costume easy to wear? They are massive, I mean, in the Victorian period.
Well, I confess I used to eat bigger breakfasts in the morning so that my prep team had to less threaten my bodices.
The chemistry with Robert Downey Jr. is spotted. I mean, it's just fantastic. So, how did you do together? How did you connect?
Well, you know, as Axis, initially we both liked the idea that the two of us had very different personalities and we had to live together, domestic nature of their relationships, which, you know, spirals also into situations where they're you know, they're against 14 hooded dudes with sticks, and yet they're more interested in bickering about my shoes or something like this. And that, as actors, is really turned this on. And as a personal level,
Okay, thank you. Do you have anecdote, both of you?
Well, go ahead, but I have one.
well, I had one too. It was
Well,
once.
let me begin.
Okay.
Well, I think it's just me, but I thought that Kylie Riley had a crush on you.
No. No, you're kidding.
No,
Can't be.
yes it is.
Had you, Rachel?
Well, who hadn't?
It's a
I
little
mean-
awkward.
He had a British accent.
Vas-y.
That's pretty lovely.
Go ahead, your anecdote.
Well, it was once in the scene where Robert Downey Jr. is fighting against the big guy, and in the boat factory,
Oh yeah,
actually,
I remember.
the guy knocked out Robert.
No.
Yes.
Yeah,
Really? Oh.
that was so amazing.
So, I think it's the end of the interview.
Okay.
Thank you for
Really?
your time.
Okay.
Yes. We
Bye.
have
Thank
things
you.
to do. So, bye. Thank you.
Bye. It was a pleasure for us.
And
See you.
Thank you.
Thank
See
you.
next time.
Bye.
Inside, you will see the people who were essential to the movie. They are talking about their job. They are a technician or dog trainer. So let's watch it.
Hello.
Hello?
So you're the dog trainer
Yeah,
of Sherlock Holmes.
yeah.
But I always wondered, how did you do to sleep the dog for some scenes?
Oh, to sleep the dog, it was very, very easy. We just took a stick and we kick him, that's all. No, I'm joking. We used some very, very powerful substances to sleep our dear Bobby.
Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby.
Okay.
What? You don't like that name?
Yes, I like it. So, well, you use special substances, but don't you think it's bad, unhealthy for the dog?
Maybe, yeah, maybe. I didn't think about that. Yeah, maybe, but we don't care.
Okay. thank you very much for your time and for your answers.
And now I feel that you want to know more about the movie. So let's watch a report which has been filmed about the movie and during the shooting of the first episode.
So now we are going to interview the editing technician. Hello?
Oh, hello?
Are you the editing technician?
Yes.
So I have some question to ask.
Yeah, 2 seconds. Yeah.
Well, Sherlock Holmes was a big movie, so I can imagine that it was really difficult to edit for you.
Oh, yes, it was very, very difficult. And during the shooting, I didn't sleep a lot. I was really exhausted. Moreover, these fucking actors like Jude Law and all the others always let their things on the setting, so I had to cut it. For example, one day there was Jude Law's phone on the setting, so I had to cut it. And tu peux me dire?
Okay. I didn't watch all the details of Sherlock Holmes, but are there any jump cut, and how do you do to avoid it?
Jump cut? No, never. It's simple. If you look for a jump cut video on YouTube, you won't find any video, and it proves that our movie is just perfect.
Okay, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Unfortunately, it's the end of the show.
Oh.
I know. But I have a surprise for you.
Oh. No.
The brand new trailer of Sherlock Holmes 3. Enjoy and bye.
I can see everything. Elementary. That is the end of the world, as you know it.
Arrêtez bien ça.
So, mais attends, moi j'ai...
Being a hero, which
Là, tout qui s'habite.
Non, ça peut être... T'as pas lancé le son?